couple of looky-loos already. Say hey. Say good morning, y'all.
Good
Oh, wait,
morning.
I got to do this here.
They won't be able to hear us if I don't do that.
Good
Already done that.
morning.
Morning, y'all.
Good
Morning,
morning, Emery. It's so good to see you this morning. I am sorry I have not had a chance to connect with you off air. It has been, what does Dave call it, hair and onions?
Hair and onions.
But a crazy week. In the office, out of the office. There's no excuse. I'm a slacker.
No, there's sometimes a little bit of excuse. Not
There is an
entirely.
excuse.
Not entirely.
I was on the road all day Wednesday.
Yeah, you had a fun day.
I left here, went straight to Bentonville. I took a detour on the way into Bentonville.
Yeah.
I was going to hang out with my daughter, and I knew she had a doctor's appointment. So I took a little bit of a detour.
And
It's
so Walmart,
spring break.
Walmart Museum.
We went to the Walmart Museum. It's spring break in Bentonville, and Bentonville is kind of known for its trails, bike trails.
Oh.
So
Did you do some?
No, but I almost hit some.
Did you? Got to watch out when you're down there in Bentonville.
Mm-hmm.
We have got a very special morning. Some guests about to drop in on us here. That Bruno was in the room. I just saw Bruno last week. Last Friday, as a matter of fact.
Phoebe and Jack's here. Jack, you can't get away with anything. I know.
Why?
What you're watching. Dolores is with us.
We have an echo.
Echo.
Oh, hang on.
I
had to restart and redo things. That should probably.
So your volume's on your computer.
That probably should take care of that.
Good morning, Lou.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Jack, for letting me know. I got to see Jack last Friday too.
Mm-hmm. You're not bragging about that though, right? Because that's not bragging when you get to see Jack Armstrong.
A little bit.
You got to see Vonda, Jack's better half.
She was also there. She was running the thing. Southern Gospel Weekend.
She was busy.
Yep.
Good morning, Scott. I like how Scott put me first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're a top 10 nominee.
Your name's first on the list, but I make sure I tell everyone it's only because it's an alphabetical
order. Is it? Taylor, then I guess so.
Well, I think it's by first name.
Oh, Dave, then Paula.
Yeah.
That's why I want to name my radio name Aaron Axelrod.
Aaron Axelrod.
Yeah, just to get the first spelling.
It's by first name.
Okay.
To make it even more confusing, there's 2 Daves on this list.
Is there?
But there's only one female.
Only one girl on the top 10 nominees. That was a pretty cool, pretty big deal going on there.
We're excited.
Pretty big
Flattered,
deal.
honored, overwhelmed, excited, all the emotions.
All of that together.
And I think I finally stopped crying. And not like crying because I'm a little shocked.
I think it's pretty cool.
Thanks, Karen. She said it worked.
I think it's pretty cool.
Martha, she's doing well. Other surgery,
okay.
They're going to spend the day in the hospital.
That's praying for Martha this morning. Okay, we're going to go live. And here we go. Friday Live. Whisnants coming up. Listen to this. That is His Songs with We Still Believe on KWFC. And Dave and Paula with you here on KWFC's Friday Live going on here at 7 Central. As you're painfully aware, we do have some special guests about to drop in, and I've got to redo some things over here because I thumbs McGillicuddy this. You want to tell people who's going to come visiting us?
The Whisnants. We have no idea who of the Whisnants, but we know that at least one will be with us here in a few minutes, right here on Friday Live. We're so excited. They're going to be here in 2 weeks, right here in Springfield, Missouri. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you can still win tickets. You can still get tickets, or you can buy your ticket online at kwfc.org in the box office.
I can't believe that's 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
And we're looking forward to either Susan or Jeff, maybe both. They may have gotten the whole tribe together for this visit this morning. So join us on Facebook and YouTube for all of that conversation and some other fun things we're talking about. I tried to start these guys a minute ago and, well, I just messed it up. So let's get them back in here. Ernie Haas's signature sound this glorious day on KWFC. I thought I had that stopped, but I didn't. It's still going.
Thumbs McGillicuddy.
Bad radio right there.
Guys, we want to hear from you. What are some things you would like to ask the Whisnants?
Bruno, you cannot say that on an airline.
What?
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Dave, you're so funny. That is why you were on that precious list, because you're
I-
hysterical.
Said only she. Said only her. No, we're looking forward to having the Whisnants on. They're going to be in our concert. Those of you within the driving distance of Springfield, Missouri, need to come be with us 2 weeks from today.
Do you remember what was going on 5 years ago?
Yeah, COVID.
In case anyone forgets, we were 2 days into the Great Shutdown. And I say Great Shutdown because I had to close on March 26th. I was deemed non-essential.
Yeah, a pain that still bites at you today.
It still nips at the heels of my heart. But today, 2 days after we closed down, I don't want to say we kind of sneaked, but we went up into Dallas County, Missouri,
Yeah.
which did not have the restrictions of Greene County, Missouri.
Okay.
And we were honored
You had a
to
wedding.
be a part of a COVID wedding.
Wow.
My kids got married 5 years ago today. Happy anniversary, Jeffrey and Cheryl.
That's cool.
Yeah.
5 years.
5 years
and
ago.
We'll forever remember the circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy how that all.
I can remember someone at the wedding, I believe it was Cheryl's mom, said, how are you doing with the shutdown?
Yeah. I need to go get my phone in case somebody's needing to get a hold of me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got to carry this.
Well,
just got to carry
what else is new about that, right? While Dave's gone, let's talking about the Singing News Fan Awards.
You would.
Oh, he's being brave enough to leave me for a week here soon. But no, we were at the wedding and someone said, how are you doing with this shutdown? I said, well, we're 6 days into it. My son leans over and goes, Mom, we're only 2 days into it. So I didn't do so well with it. But look at us now. Look at us now. We're back. We're having big weddings. We're acting like nothing ever happened. And I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. So if you have a great COVID memory, there's nothing better than a COVID wedding. We felt like we were doing something really naughty, having that many. We tried to keep it under 20 people. We might have had it under 10. No, Cheryl has more than 10 people in her immediate family. Oh, we're looking forward to the Whisnants. Good morning, Eddie Roach. I am not going to be singing this morning. Just so you know. Good morning, Gail. You guys have your tickets to see the Whisnants and Joseph Habedank in 2 weeks. We're doing the mobile mic VIP. We're going to talk about that more. That's kind of a fun one. I wonder what these artists think when we do these silly contests, like not silly, but we do the contests like that. I mean, are they curious as to what was the reigning song? What was the one most wanted to hear here in Springfield, Missouri? I'm sure it has something to do with the songs that we play because that's what people are familiar with.
I'm just coming into the conversation. I missed it.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about the mobile mic VIP contest.
Oh, yeah.
People telling us what they want to hear.
I've been informed it's going to be Jeff this morning who will join us here shortly.
Jeff will join us.
Jeff, go and do it. Now, I don't know. Susan said she did not get good rest last night, but we also know it's harder for the girls to put that face on. Just saying.
She's pretty. She doesn't need to work hard at putting a face on.
Let me give him some instructions here.
Well, good thing you didn't do the practice with Susan since she's not up.
She won't be doing it right.
To do it anyway.
We've
started asking our guests to practice with us on Thursday on how to do the Friday Live. And I think it's helped. Next Friday, Dave is working on a special guest for next Friday.
Yeah, hopefully we can pull the other one off, the other tandem. Yeah. We're working to try to get Joseph in here. So I'm walking with Jeff through the processes that most people kind of fall into. They
get on that loop.
Just click, yeah.
They get on that loop. If you just click on the link, it sends you on this never-ending circle that never ends.
Right. So see if I can get Jeff to walk through this.
You guys have any questions for Jeff? If you have any, Jack, if you've got any good insight?
Yeah.
Insight into Jeff?
Jeff is the man, the myth, the legend. It's his last name on the hook here.
Yeah.
I mean, Susan married into this.
Susan married, and then they took over from Jeff's parents when they decided to kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
Jeff's parents said, great, we'll retire. Y'all go.
I got to do another thing here.
Okay.
for Jeff. You just carry on like
Carry
I'm
on.
not in the room. Keep talking about your top 10 nomination. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you haven't yet subscribed to Singing News Magazine, you can do so through our website, kwfc.org. And you can sign up for a digital download of the magazine, and you're still eligible to vote. If you don't, if you're techie and you read all your newspapers and everything on your computer, you don't need the paper copy in your hand. But if you want the paper copy in your hand, so you can have a picture of Dave and I to help you know who to vote for.
Yeah, that's underfoot. That's underway.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to inform people. We're not trying to sway a vote. We want you to vote your conscience on this.
Right. And your heart. I mean, who's nicer?
That was easy.
That was not easy. Good morning, Dan.
That was so easy.
Jack, you're going to see Jeff tonight and next weekend. Are you going to take some singing lessons from Jeff? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. See, I just got you another vote there, Dave.
Yeah. Jack knows. See, you just proved the point. Thank you for coming back so quickly and helping our audience.
Oh.
By the way, I hadn't shown off my shirt.
Oh, opening day. And what did the Royals do on opening day?
Well, they didn't bring their best game.
Because you wore the number 13 on your jersey.
Lucky number for the Royals. Lucky enough. Salvador Perez.
It wasn't lucky yesterday because they didn't win, but the Cardinals did.
Huh.
You do not, Jack. You're Jack. I won't see you again until Southern Gospel Picnic,
which is not that far away now.
It's not that far away.
There's all kinds of things kicking in this week that make me think I need to get with it. I got a bunch of things that take a little bit of time to get put together here. Jeff's having a difficult time making connection here, so we're trying to walk him through. So bear with.
Is he on a phone or a computer?
That's a good question.
He's got a laptop handy. That really just works better.
Yep. I'm not sure which way he's trying. So this is why we try to do those tests to walk through these before we go live. It didn't work out yesterday to get it done. So anyway, Jeff is trying. Jeff, we're conversing. Me and Jeff are conversing, and
which really scares me.
Well, it's just kind of. Let's see here. I'm gonna just.
Next week we're gonna start a really fun game called Radio Bingo.
This is pretty cool.
What are you doing?
I'm sending him a picture.
Of
Go
what?
ahead, keep talking about bingo.
Radio Bingo. If you go to our website, kwfc.org, there's a scrolling banner across the top that says
I think you made it.
Bingo.
I think we made contact. Are we ready to add this gentleman to the stage?
Add Mr. Jeff to the stage. He's worked so hard. Let's not waste a moment of his time.
I know. I hate that we've been fumbling with this. Jeff, good morning, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. I'm sorry for all the troubles this morning, but whatever you did, worked, and we made connection, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, it's good to be with you guys, and thank you for your patience. There was just a couple layers I had to make it through. A couple layers of security I had to make it through.
I hate that you had that fight on your hands, especially so early. And thank you for getting up out of your normal processes to join us. We can't wait to see you guys in 2 weeks. You know, it's just 2 weeks from tonight.
That's hard to believe, but yes, we're excited. And, we don't get to come to that part of the world very often. So we're very excited. And even if we do have to sing with Habiday.
Yeah. That's sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, do some of the uncomfortable things.
You bear your crosses. No,
that's right. That's your cross-eyed bear, Jeff.
Poor Susan, going to be surrounded by all these awful men on that Friday night.
Fun fact: he and I share the same birthday. I'm just quite a bit older than him.
Do you? So that's cool that you guys have the same birthday. What day is that?
September 16th.
Okay. We'll forget before then, so remind us if you want anything.
Okay.
If you want something, make sure we know where you're registered.
That's awesome.
Jeff, it has been a long time getting you guys to come to Springfield for a KWFC concert, but I'm finally glad it worked out. And you guys have got some great stuff working. Loving your new single. One of the guys in my quartet was singing it coming into practice the other night. He was singing your song, If Not for Christ.
Wow. You know what? That song makes a strong statement. And if you think about it, it's a simple message, but where would any of us be without Christ and the work he's done in our life? And we're very, very grateful. I'm blessed to have a Christian heritage. And I know everybody was not blessed with that same situation, but you know what? God can do a work no matter where you've come from. And we're loving how people are responding to that song.
Isn't the power of the gospel kind of rooted in its simplicity? I mean, you don't have to be so high to ride this ride. You don't have to be so old to be able to do this. You don't have to have so much money in your pocket to get saved.
Brother, exactly right. And if any of that counted, I'd be in trouble. But
Right.
I'm glad he took me as I was, and he'll take anybody else as they are. And that song is really resonating with folks. When Susan talks about it, and at first she wouldn't talk about it, but Susan's father was raised by a very abusive alcoholic father, and were it not for a godly granddaddy on her daddy's side, he would never have made it to church. But because that godly granddaddy was consistent and took those kids to church on Sunday morning, he was saved at a young age and preached the gospel for 52 years.
Praise the Lord for that.
Yeah,
that's a great story. And why would she? I guess just for Grandpa, she just didn't want to tell that story.
Well, she just didn't know exactly how her daddy would respond. I mean, her daddy he's very open. He said, "My daddy was the town drunk," and I guess she wanted to protect him until he told her it's okay. It's okay to tell the story. So
we're going live here, Jeff. We're gonna go live here real quick.
Yeah, but
the Valines Trio and Resurrection Morn on KWFC. We have made connection, Houston. We have got Jeff Whisnants on the phone. Good morning, Jeff. Welcome to KWFC.
Good morning, Dave. How are you, brother?
We're doing fabulous. I'm glad to get to visit with you this morning because we are so excited about next Friday night, our spring sing. You and Joseph Habedank. We got our local friends, Redeemer's Praise, going to help warm up the night before you guys get started at 7:00. And I can't wait to get the Whisnants bus rolled into town.
Hey, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great, great night. Thank you guys for this opportunity. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a long time. So let's do it.
Here it is. It finally happened. I have a question I want to ask you. How did you and Susan meet? Can you go back and tell us the story about how the Whisnants really got started before the Whisnants got singing?
Yeah. Well, the Whisnants were singing before Jeff and Susan met. It was just at that time we were the John Whisnant family. It was my mom and dad and my brother and I. We traveled and sung regionally in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. And we sung in Blacksburg, South Carolina one Saturday night at a little church, East Side Baptist Church. Well, we were, it was one of those Saturday night gospel singings where local groups came in and sung, and they invited us to come. Well, we rode in, and there was a sign, and it said the John Whisnant family in the Roland, Roland, Dry Trio. That was her daddy's name, Roland Dry. And anyway, we sung with her mom and dad that night. And, we crossed paths. And as the old saying goes, the rest is history. She knew it was love at first sight. It just took her a while to convince me of it.
That's funny.
I'm going to ask her that question when I see her in 2 weeks.
Okay. You can get her version.
Yeah.
That is great.
It was awesome. I testify to young people. You can't find the right one if you look in the wrong place. And,
I love that.
We're grateful how we met.
I love that. Talk with Jeff Whisnant of the Whisnants. They're going to be in town 2 weeks from tonight. The Spring Sing tickets available on our website, kwfc.org. More of a conversation with Jeff coming up here on KWFC. Join us on Friday live, Facebook and YouTube. That's fun. How long ago was that? When did you guys get married?
We've been married 36 years.
Wow. So you guys got married just before kind of it was handed over to you to become the Whisnants, right? Was that like about 1990 or something?
Not long after that, Mom and Dad left the road, and it was Susan, myself, and my brother. And then he traveled for several years, and then he surrendered to the call to preach, and he came off the road. And then that's when Kurt Davis joined us. Kurt stayed for about 9 years, and Aaron just started his 25th year traveling with us.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We've not had a lot of personnel change. Of course, our boys travel with us. Both of them are on stage with us, and we love that.
Oh yeah, and talented guys too. I mean, they've got their own thing going too. They release great music.
They do, and
they're up for an award in the Singing News Fan Awards for the favorite duet.
Right.
That's gonna make Dad proud, little.
Yeah, Dad's just old dead weight right now. I'm just waiting.
That's how I feel about Dave. I just keep
Ow. I'm right here, you guys. I'm right here.
That's fun.
I'm kidding.
We are.
We all know I can't push all those buttons. You have to come around. I keep saying I knew if I rode Dave's coattails long enough, I might end up somewhere.
We are. We have been blessed. I don't know, Jeff, if you've had a chance to look over the whole release of the top 10 nominees, but both Paula and I are on that list for DJ.
Hey, that's
cool.
Now,
we do this morning show. We're trying to kind of cast it as a morning team kind of a thing, but the award is for DJ. And bless our people. I mean, Paula got votes, I got votes, and we both made the list. Crazy.
That's cool. That is cool.
So I'm not putting any pressure on you, but there's one person that put this concert together to bring the Whisnants to town. I don't want that to sway your vote any.
And there will be one person providing the food and snacks at this event. So I don't want to persuade you with that either.
Well, I may have access to more than one ballot, so.
Oh, so you're from Chicago?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
nice.
Dad. No.
Where do the Whisnants call home?
Morganton, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We're kind of in the western foothills. We're about 50 miles east of Asheville, down at the foot of the mountains there.
Were you guys affected by Helene here last year? Did that get
were. Personally, we weren't, but the Catawba River runs right through the middle of our little town, and anything close to it was devastated. We have friends that lost homes. We have friends that lost businesses, and some of even the larger businesses, like we have an Ingles grocery store where we bought groceries. It's still closed, and they're still working on it. They say it might open in May, but
I was going to ask, how's it going? Is it getting any better? Over the horror story was that it was just the slowest rollout of help to North Carolina as in the aftermath. Is that getting better?
I think that's getting better, but it's unbelievable. We have a friend in Asheville who owns he started out as a landscaping business, but it's basically a grading company now. And he said he still just took a new contract to move a landslide. There's still roads in Western North Carolina that are covered in dirt. And so he said it was, he said it would take him 2 or 3 months to accomplish what they were wanting him to do. So it's still, it's a lot better, but it'll never, that part of the world will never be the same.
And probably affected you on routing. Didn't that affect probably how you got in and out and went to places?
Oh gosh, yeah. The gorge on Interstate 40 was closed for months, and we would have to go all the way. We have to go to Asheville, all the way up to Bristol, Tennessee. It added an hour and a half.
Oh wow!
Every time we had to go west.
We're coming out of your song. Going to go live again. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
That's the Whisnants. If not for Christ, that's their latest here on KWFC and Out to Radio, and doing very, very well, by the way. Jeff Whisnant joining us here on air and on Facebook and YouTube Live. If you want to join us Friday Live, you get to see what Jeff looks like in his ball cap. Usually he's in a suit and he's all, he's kind of all dressed up, but you're going to see Jeff in his kind of casual around the house wear.
Yeah, I'm sitting here in the driver's seat. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we had a conversation about how you and Susan met. Let's talk about the rest of the family and who all travels with the Whisnants. When you come to Springfield 2 weeks from tonight, who all is going to be with you on that platform? And tell us a little bit of the flavor the folks of Springfield, Missouri can expect when they come to see the Whisnants.
Sure. It'd be myself, Susan, my wife, Aaron Heist, who's been singing lead with us for 25 years. Ethan, our youngest son. Ethan's usually either singing Aaron's part or Susan's part, and when he's not doing stuff on his own, but he sings some songs during the set on his own. Austin, our oldest son that plays bass, runs tracks. He'll be singing as well. It's just I feel like it's kind of a neat conglomeration. We do some different things throughout the night, and we'll treat you so many ways you gotta like one of them. But
Right.
we're
Well,
gonna
those
have
boys.
a great time. Try to sing as many of our hit songs that we can, and answer your requests.
Well, you got more of them than you can fit into a to a one night
I would
concert.
say we only have a few hours.
You're very kind. You're very
and
kind.
Austin and Ethan, when they cut loose, they got a nice little country sound about them. I like that.
They do. We always wanted them to have something that sounded a little out of the box, a little different from what we do, and they like that. They really do, and the folks have really grown to like it over the years.
What is a good way for people to keep in touch with the Whisnants? Is that you have a Facebook page, their website? What's the best way for them to stay up with you?
Yeah, of course, our Facebook page, Instagram, our website is whisnants.com, WHISNANTS.com, and we try to keep it as current as we possibly can. And but yeah, that's the best ways right there.
That's good. We have been running a contest, Jeff, for a VIP experience. We're giving away some tickets to see you guys. We're putting chairs up front. So we have a front row there in the church already, which you're going to love, First Baptist Church. It's just a beautiful place. And there's enough room. We can put in another row of chairs for the VIP experience. These people walk in with a special lanyard, special parking with their name on it, all the things, some swag. They're going to be treated like royalty. And we've already given them one song, If Not for Christ. We've been telling them to just message us with our mobile mic to win some tickets. And this next one, I don't know. Is there a more popular song that you guys have sung? What would you say is your most requested song?
Our most requested song is Even in the Valley, God is Good.
Oh, sure enough. Yeah. I reached out for one I thought that we might for sure hear, and that is The New Day Dawning.
Oh, well, that one too, brother. It's one of those things. Nobody gets tired. We get tired of singing it, but if you don't sing it, you'll get chastised.
Right.
Do you have an all-time favorite Whisnant song, one that you just means a lot to you and you just love singing?
Well, yeah. And we don't do it every night, but the song I did years ago called Thank God for Grace is probably one of my personal favorites. I just love what it says. Of course, I do sing the lead on it, but, it talks about where the Lord's brought us from and where we could be. And so I love that song. Honestly, of our songs we've done in the last few years, the song I enjoy singing probably as much as anything is our song Been Blessed. That's just a fun song, and we enjoy doing it on stage.
Well, it's a testimony song, isn't it?
Yes.
It's your testimony. Jeff, it's been a joy to catch up with you this morning. We're going to go ahead and play this song, New Day Dawning. This is giving our contest people a chance. Have another song to put in there, okay? And if you want to join us in continuing on our conversation with Jeff, join us on Facebook or YouTube on our Friday Live. Here they are, New Day Dawning, the Whisnants coming to town 2 weeks from tonight. All righty. We can't play the music over this, or I get in trouble with YouTube and Facebook. They get mad at me.
Oh, I got
all these nasty messages.
We get nasty grams.
Yeah, or they shut you down or something.
Well, they get just upset for no good reason. I'm already paying royalties. We already paid the fees. So not understanding all that.
It's frustrating. It really is. And if you've never had your page shut down or something,
right.
Last year we had, I don't know what happened, but they shut our Whisnants page down. Of course,
What?
when they say you violated community standards, I don't know what that means, but they shut our page down, and it literally took an act of Congress. We have a friend who used to work for Mark Meadows before he became President Trump's chief of staff, and fortunately, he knew somebody that worked for Facebook, and I was able to communicate with him. And had I not had that connection, we never would have got the thing back up.
Hey, I need to learn your connection, brother, because we have a Facebook issue we've been hammering through too here, and we can't get anybody from Facebook to pay attention. So if you care to share that inside information with me some way, I could use an insider.
I'll see what I can do, man. If I can find his contact, I'll send it. But it's crazy because it's like you're guilty until proven innocent, and you're just kind of stuck, nobody to talk to, and going through the right channels don't seem to matter.
Yeah, you get hatcheted, and then you have no recourse, nobody to try to get it fixed. I mean, it's just they turn you off, and then you're kind of
right
in the dark.
Right, because all somebody that maybe don't like what you're doing there, go in and report your page or something. That's probably all it takes, and then you're stuck with trying to get it back going.
I think that is the spiritual warfare we're engaged in. We're
Yes.
standing up bold for Jesus. Some of the really, I would say, just nasty stuff that's out there doesn't have a problem. Don't got a problem having that out there, but you speak the name of Jesus and you're in trouble. Yeah,
we need not expect not to have opposition in some form or other. So I'm with you, man.
Yeah. Jeff, this has been a joy. Thank you for getting up and talking to us. Anything you want to share about what's going on with the Whisnants? Did we rehearse all the things that they're up for in the awards? Because we got Susan, of course, is up for Alto of the Year. She's a perennial favorite there. The boys are up for duet. Whisnant's up for favorite mixed group.
Right. It's just the folks that we're a mixed group. They've told us before, you get tons of you're getting when Ethan joined us on stage, we became a mixed group. We stopped being a trio. So for last few years now, folks have nominated us as Trio of the Year. Well, those ballots just get thrown out. So I think it's finally sunk in a little bit, and we're grateful for that. But
sure.
It's a nice category to be in. And but yeah, you've covered all that. We're actually on the road this weekend. We're doing the Hymn Sing tour. We're in Hattiesburg, Mississippi right now, and we're there tonight. We were just in right outside of Houston, Texas last night. We go from Mississippi tonight to Georgia Saturday night, and then we're in Lebanon, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville on Sunday.
But who drives the bus the most?
Well, myself, Aaron, and Austin are our legal drivers, and they have a lot of mercy on the old guy. They let him do most of the day driving, and they do most of the night driving. So the bus was rolling through most of the night, but it's just part of the package, especially with these dates. You got four or five buses running together.
Right. That's a facet of it. A lot of people just don't understand is that you guys, not only you're up there singing, you're all dressed up and ready to go to sing the concert, but you also help drive that bus and all the gear in the night before. It's a big deal. People aren't fully aware of what's going on.
You are exactly right. And the glamorous part they get to see is only a small portion.
The glamour of gospel music industry. That's good. Jeff, bless you. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of our Friday Live. We look forward so much to get you in town.
Bless you guys. I promise I'll look better when you see me in a couple of weeks.
We're counting on that. We're counting on that. That's awesome, brother. No, we love it. Thank you for jumping in.
Hey, my pleasure.
God bless you, brother. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Life.
That's just funny.
Crazy life.
It is crazy living. I mean, life on the road is crazy living.
And all the places they're going to be between.
Yeah.
Are they going to go back home before they come back here?
No. Oh, yeah. They'll go back home before they come here. But they got a busy weekend crisscrossing the Southeast.
Yeah.
Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, then back home. I'm not sure. I mean, you can be in Tennessee and be
That's
pretty
what
close to North
Sherry
Carolina.
said. All the miles, may God provide for your financial needs for that much fuel. And that, that's
Yeah.
what we don't think about when we
Uh-huh.
think about our Southern gospel artists, the expense it
Yeah.
takes for them to get from here to there and everywhere. So when you think, man, the ticket for that concert's high, you're helping with that diesel.
It's a
to
good
get
thing
'em
that
here.
diesel's cheaper.
Oh, is it?
No,
I hadn't noticed.
no, it's not. It's not.
Mm.
They're gigging these people pretty bad. So it's cool to see Jeff. Hopefully that excites you a little bit to want to be a part
Yeah.
of what's going on here 2 weeks from tonight, maybe next week. Maybe we'll see if we get that other guy.
And no wonder Susan didn't sleep well last night. How well do you ever sleep on a moving bus?
Well, no, you can. I mean, some of these guys can't sleep unless they're on a moving bus.
Well,
get so
that
used
would
to
be
it.
the curse of being in that ministry.
Jack, go ahead and post, put in the comments there about your homecoming. The Bible Tones homecoming is next week, and the Whisnants are a part of that, and that's going to be a big deal. He's got a bunch of people coming in for that.
Vonda brings Dave down for her Oxford sing.
Yep.
Maybe, Jack, you should bring me down for your Bible Tones homecoming.
The problem with this is it typically conflicts with our friend raiser.
Oh,
we'd actually talked about kind of they had a big singing
I'm
done
not
in the past couple
needed
of years.
here for that. I
Yes,
don't.
you are.
I don't do anything.
It's in your contract.
Is it in my contract?
It's in that small print. It's in the small print, but nobody reads. They just check.
I signed a contract to work here.
Yeah, well, that box you checked. I've read all the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That one. There was no signature on anything when I came to work here.
It was a little bit. You had to sign one thing.
I had to sign a morality statement, and I've broken every rule in that. No, I'm just kidding. I have not.
She pushes it though.
I do. I go right to the edge.
If we had an
that has been my whole life though, just going right.
Dancing to the edge.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely, if she doesn't cross the line, she has danced all over.
I danced on it.
All over. Got her toe prints all over it.
Thank goodness this isn't a conservative organization and we can dance here.
Back to the Singing News fan awards. I mean, the people we're having on stage. Joseph is also up for a few nominations. We have some supremely talented folks going to be coming across the platform there at First Baptist Church. So how it's going to work is starting at 6:30. Starting at 6:30, we have Redeemer's Praise, which is a local group that will be taking the stage and kind of warming up the house at 6:30. That will take us up to 7 o'clock start. And then at the outset of it, we'll have Joseph Habedank lead things off and Whisnants follow him. And it'll be 9 o'clock before we take a break.
Wow.
Yeah. So lots of musics, all kinds of music.
What night of the week is this on? This is on a Friday night?
Yep.
After we've been here since 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. That.
I wonder if I'm working that day at the
What it is. I wouldn't if I were you.
I hope
but you can. I mean, don't have. I mean,
I have to go get food. I really am the one that provides the.
She does hold a token there for the Whisnants and Joseph's consideration for how they vote. So they are on the ballot. And then let me brag on my co-host a little bit here. Only female nominated for DJ of the Year in the Singing News Fan Awards for this upcoming. They brought that category back. The favorite DJ and Paula Turley, right there across the console for me, is one of the top 10 nominees for DJ of the Year, yo. Only girl on the list.
Insane to me because, Dave, you have been in this industry for a minute.
Long time.
And you know all the players in the game. Our listeners obviously know and love you because you've been at KWFC for years.
For a long time.
So I am just, my socks are just blown off. I don't even have any on today. That I am on this list. I mean, I'm not surprised. And honestly, I never dreamed of splitting us up on that list.
No, we're kind of going for the show.
We were promoting it as a duo.
Yeah, as a team.
So the fact that we're both on there, it just, thank you.
But the award is a DJ.
Yeah, so I have to say thank you because I feel like you guys that are on here.
I think Sherry's voting for you. Looks like Sherry might be voting
Sherry,
for you.
thank you. Your check is in the mail.
You're allowed this one, Sherry.
No, women, we have to unite. I am the only female The only female on the list.
What is it? Well, Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King thing developing here?
How fun would it be if we both got into the top 5 and we had to show up at? I mean, you'll go anyway
I don't.
to
That is not that you.
the weekend
You
or
think
to the
you think
week.
greater things than I do on that.
What?
The top 5?
No, I mean you'll go to the National Quartet Convention whether
Oh.
we're on the top 5 or not.
Oh yeah.
But wouldn't it be fun if we both made it
Now,
to the
that
top
would-
5
That would be
and we got to go?
unbelievable.
the
It's unbelievable that
convention.
we're on the top 10 together.
I know.
So-
I just and honestly, I say this with all my heart. If that's as far as I ever get, I'm so honored.
Yeah.
But God is good.
Oh, did anybody thought to throw a vote our way? It's just, I mean, that's just thank you.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
thank you because I mean we're not doing it. Are we thankful for the thought? Yeah, absolutely.
We joke that we get into radio to be famous.
Well,
Kind of like our Southern
some
gospel
might.
artists got into the industry to be rich.
that was a good one.
I mean, that's
That's
why.
the best joke
Think
yet.
of Dave Taylor. He's famous for radio. He's rich because he sings in Fort Calvary Quartet.
Mm.
He's even more famous because of his Gospel Vinyl Gold show. I mean, I want to be Dave Taylor.
Ain't nobody ever said that. And
Gospel
she's
Vinyl
fibbing a
Gold,
little
by
bit.
the way,
Yeah.
is in that Paul Heil Award.
That was pretty cool.
as well.
That was pretty
And
cool.
we are so we're proud of you, Dave, because you've got a lot going on.
Couple things, couple of plates juggling.
Jack, are you rolling your eyes at me? If I could be Jack Armstrong,
then life would be good.
yeah. I mean, he sings in the Bible tones. He's
Right?
rolling in the dough.
Yeah, you know that boy's making money hand over fist with the Bible tones.
Everybody in Southern gospel music, I've heard, has to have a day job.
Yeah, to support their habit.
ministry.
To support the Southern gospel
So,
habit.
It is ministry. We love what we get to do. So we're both. I'm very.
Do you see
honored.
what song we're playing?
Oh,
So we do have it in regular rotation. The If Not for Christ, I put it in earlier to bumper Jeff's interview, and then it's playing
here it is again.
You can't get enough of the Whisnants.
No.
Can't get enough of them.
And it's interesting because now that, once we announced the concert coming up,
Yeah.
it seems like, there's a Whisnant. Oh, there's a Whisnant song. And I know you didn't do that on purpose.
They're just
But
one of those groups that are
They're a
regular.
group that we play very regularly.
We've had them in here for 35 years.
Thank
1990.
you, Sherry. That was very sweet.
That was very nice. Thank you, Sherry. Best of the bestest.
We have a lot of fun at KWFC. We have 6 great on-air personalities.
Let me speak to the heart behind every personality you have on KWC. They're here because they love Jesus
Mhm.
and they want to make him known. And we're blessed to, I believe, have a great team here on the air. Terrace does a fabulous job. If you're not used to listening to Terrace in the midday from 10 o'clock until 3.
Her laugh is just infectious.
Well, and her view on life, the
Mhm.
perspective that she has a beautiful lens. And if you're not used to listening to Terrace from 10 to 3, make it a habit, kind of check in on her. And then of course, Russ and Nancy, come on. They do such a great job here in the afternoon. They work
must
together.
be married with the way they
Well, they have an
connect
advantage.
so well.
They have an advantage on show prep because they're doing it all day long.
right.
And even when they go home.
Life is show prep. When you co-host with Dave Taylor,
Yeah. Good luck with that.
he's too busy.
Good luck with the show
He's
prep.
too busy to have a life to show prep.
And Debbie would say amen.
Yes.
Yeah, would be a little bit there. So in any case, they do such a great job in the afternoons from 3 to 7. Then Andy at night is a great anchor for us. Just love the people we have.
Mm.
And so thank you for your comments, Sherry. I feel the same way as far as the rest of them. By the way, if you want to vote and you got to be a subscriber to the Singing News Magazine. We have all of that on our website. If you want to link over, there's information there how to register you or to subscribe. You can do just an online digital subscription. And then of course they do. I mean, the magazine is top notch.
And even if you subscribe to Singing
Full
News
color.
TV
Shiny.
and not the magazine,
Yeah.
you still are eligible to vote. And Singing News TV, they air all the greatest concerts.
Yep.
And things going on. I mean, the 40 days that the Ark is getting ready to kick off, and they'll be
All
airing
things.
out there. They air some from the Southern Gospel Picnic down at Silver Dollar City. I'm anxious to learn a little more about that this year. There's a lot going on, and we're excited to be a part of it.
It's a beautiful thing.
And in the
Don't
May
get the-
magazine, you're going to want to watch because
You're in time right now. I guess the idea is if you're not a subscriber, you'd be in plenty of time if you subscribe
you're
now
in
to
plenty of time.
make your vote count.
And when you subscribe, if you go online and subscribe even to the print magazine, they'll give you your subscriber number and you can go on and vote.
Yep.
There's little Tate.
His legends. Tate Emmons.
He was fun last weekend. Jack, you'll enjoy this. When he was at Oxford, he was promoting his hanging out with the legends. And I said, "Oh yeah, Dave said you've been hanging out with him."
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be old to be a legend.
And then
Oh. We got a break here. Let's invite everybody to become VIP, shall we?
let's do it.
You cannot get enough Whisnants in the radio for KWFC.
Not today.
There they are. And a repeat of the song we played about a half hour ago when we were talking to Jeff Whisnant here on our Friday Live, which, by the way, is still going on if you want to catch the last minute. We're about to pray and wish everybody a wonderful weekend as we wrap up our Friday Live. Been fun having Jeff on there. One of the hard-working guys in the industry. And Susan gets all the attention because she's just that beautiful fixture.
Right.
for
Well,
the
she's
Whisnants.
up there with all those boys.
And she's that kind of like you on the top 10 list, just that one, the beautiful girl in the midst of all the hairy leg boys. So there's that. But in any case, right now you can submit your mobile mic application to become a VIP, a very important person at our concert. Fire up the app, go down there to the connect button at the bottom right-hand corner. This is for everybody. You don't have to necessarily live here in Southwest Missouri to win this. Anybody watching in on our Friday Live, and if you could make it to Springfield 2 weeks from tonight to watch the Whisnants and Joseph Habedank in concert, we just invite you to become a VIP. You get parking with your name on it. You're going to have a parking space with your name there at First Baptist Church. Primo seats, swag, a lanyard that will be the keepsake. It is also your ticket in.
We've been talking about this all week long. Today is the very last day to enter your mobile mic entry. It's easy. Open up that app, go to the mobile mic. Tell us what song you're most looking forward to hearing from Joseph Habedank or the Whisnants next Friday night at 7 p.m.
And that's that. That, as they say, is that.
We're
going to start playing bingo next week too, by the way.
That is going to be so much fun. And we might be able to, if we don't have a winner by Friday, kind of give a sneak into some of the things that should not be checked on your bingo card.
Possible.
It should not, maybe. We'll see if we have enough entries.
Well, I mean, all of it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's possible. Not all of it's probable.
There's one thing on that bingo card that will not happen. Will not.
Well, don't tell them.
There's no amount of money.
Don't tell them.
No amount of money.
You can't tell them because that's one of our controls.
If they know me, they know. Yeah, it's life is good. Lots of prayer requests in the house, in our house. Some very dear friends that have gone to heaven this week, and it's been a rough week. A hard week. We're rejoicing because we know where they're at, but yet we're selfish. And there's family that's devastated here. The sudden passing of a loved one. All the hard things that come with that. My church is hosting a women's conference this weekend. So be praying for the women attending that and those in charge. And
we got revival services happening over at my church starting Monday. We go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with special services. Jamie Ballou from the area be preaching.
That's a very well-known name in this area. And be sure, feel free to post your prayer request here. As we've talked about today, be sure you're praying for our Southern gospel artists. It is not a glamorous life that they live, being on the buses and just the day-to-day things that come with that. So can you imagine poor Susan being on a bus with all those guys?
Jack, if you're still watching in here, make sure you post your homecoming information. People can find out how, where, what for all of that. I believe it's in Laurel.
See, that's another reason to go. It's in Laurel, Mississippi.
Right.
Jack.
All the reasons.
We got to talk. Maybe I'll just sneak away.
Yep.
We don't have friend raiser next week. I can go. I'm going. Jack, I'm coming. I'm coming, Jack. I'm coming to Laurel, Mississippi.
You've been warned. Careful. He's got friends in law enforcement.
Wait a minute.
Jack's got friends in law enforcement.
I got to be back Friday night because Joseph's coming to town to see me. So we're going to have dinner together and have a little chat. And so I'll let you know how that goes.
Then there's that. Let's pray and get out of here. I think it's your turn.
All right. Dear God, I thank you so much for the fun that we can have with our friends. I thank you for technology and the way we can connect. And I thank you for Jeff and the Whisnants and all that they do. Lord, just bless them. Put your hand on them. Keep them safe. Keep those buses up and running. Keep them healthy with the allergy season and all the different climates they're going to be in. I pray for the Bible Tones homecoming, all the concert events. Lord, may your name be glorified. May we praise you. May we worship you so big. And if there is someone out there that doesn't know you, bring them through the doors of one of these events and help them to hear the precious words about who you are. We love you, Jesus, and we are so thankful for all that you've done and all that you are and all that's coming. I can't wait for what's next. We love you in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. God bless you. Have a great weekend. And Lord willing, we'll see you next week with another special guest. Hopefully.